How everybody doing? Uh, so today I wanted to discuss techniques on how I work out. There's plenty of ways to work out. My way ain't the only way, but I want to discuss how I work out. One of the things I focus on before I work out, I like to listen to music. Sometimes when I work out, and sometimes I just don't want to hear no music. It depends on my mood that day. Sometimes I feel I need to hear some type of music. Some days I'm so focused, I don't care to hear music. I kind of like to hear the sound of the gym. Uh, Hearing the weights clean, might hear somebody yelling in the background, all that extra dramaticness. Like it helped them get a rep in or something. I don't know, but sometimes I like to hear that. So mentally, you got to prepare yourself. You never want to just go run into a gym and like you have to go work out. Working out has always been a hobby for me. Um, I actually feel like it's part of my day. It's just something that I need it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it as bad as I feel like I need it. But in a sense, I do want it, but I need it. We all need it. No matter what type of workouts you do, if you are a cardio type of person, if you're a strength training type of person, a bodybuilder type of person, a powerlifting type of person, or just a confused person that just thought, hey, I gotta go work out. I feel like I need it in my life. If you one of them type, it don't matter. You mentally have to be prepared to get in there. Because if you're not, you'll go in there. You'll BS whatever time you in there. People have seen the people that's in the gym. They're on their phones and stuff, on social media, all the weird stuff. It's like you wasn't mentally prepared to get in that gym and do what's needed. And I've seen it plenty of times. I've even had to ask people to, hey, can I get this machine? Like, you're in the way, man. You need to focus or you need to get out the way. I mean, it's been plenty of times I thought I might have to fight because the person would have an attitude when you asking them, hey, is you done with this? Like, I remember times where people would ask me if I'm done with something and I'm doing my sets. Like, now that made me mad because I'm not BSing on the machine or nothing. I might take like a 30-second pause to regroup, calm myself back down. And you'll have people come bother you just for the heck of it. Like they'll just come, hey, you done with this? You see me still doing sets. I'm still doing my sets, man. Like, if you was watching, you would have seen that. And I think they just try to mess up your focus, them type of people. But when you see somebody just sitting there for minutes, it don't take long to rest. You see them sitting there for minutes, or they talking to somebody, or they on their phone. It's okay to ask them, hey, are you done with this machine? But when you see they engaged in that machine, don't bother them. That's just ignorant. But like I said, mental focus. You gotta mentally focus before you step in that gym, because that's what's gonna help you improve. That's what's gonna help you stay focused on what you need to get done in there. And sometimes I go into the gym, I freestyle, but I got a certain way I work out. And sometimes I go in there with a plan of what I'm gonna do. So with the freestyle way, I already have techniques that I do where I'll be like, I need to do back today. But one thing I do is I always make sure I try it when I do the freestyle, it's a push-pull type. So let's say I do back. Anytime you're doing back, you can't push for back, so you're pulling for back. So when I do 4 to 5 sets of back, whether it's the traps or the midsection or lower back, after those 4 or 5 sets, for whichever section of my back I do, I try to do the reverse or the opposite angle of the chest. So let's say I'm doing traps, I'm doing pulls. In a sense, almost like a shrug for the traps, shoulder shrug. I would go do decline after that. Not on the bench press, I'll go get on the dip bar. Sometimes I use the little, the waist chain thing where you can have a weight connected. I'll do that to offset whatever I did with my back, because you can do a lot of pulls, and it will kind of offset your shoulder sometimes. It's a pressure on the joints. And to offset that, you could go push. So you're knocking your whatever joints or whatever, you just pulled into a certain angle, might got them aching. You could offset that by hitting like a angle from the chest. So if it's traps, you want to hit the lower chest, and it's going to balance you back out. So even when I do like when I do overhead pulls, it's gonna hit my lower back. It's gonna hit my wings. So then I'll go follow that up after my 4 to 5 sets. I'll go follow that up with incline because of that angle. Remember the angle I said. So let's say when I go to pulling straight back, the mid part of the back, now I'm gonna hit flat bench press or dumbbell flat press so I can offset it. So that's like my freestyle method when I go into the gym. It's a push-pull method. No matter if it's legs, you got your quads, and you got your hamstrings. You could do that. You could keep altering it. When I go in there with a plan, that's when I have like a set planned out week where I might do chest one day, and I'll just all chest. I might go do back the next day. The day after that, I'll do all legs. The day after that, I'll focus on shoulders. The day after that, I'll try to focus on arms. And then that 6th day, I might take it off in the 7th day, but sometimes on the 6th day, I might do something that I feel like I cheated myself on, or I didn't get enough out of from one of those other days. So if it was legs, I might do legs. If it was chest, I'll do chest. But always on that Sunday, I always rested. I ain't never did 7 days straight. Even if I wanted to, like I'd be itching, like, man, I need to go hit some weights. I always took that rest on the Sunday. It has nothing to do with religion or nothing. I don't want nobody to confuse that. It don't have nothing to do with religion. Sunday has always been like a chill day to me. For some reason, it's always been a chill day, like relax. Maybe because on Monday you gotta go to work. And being in the military, we usually don't work on the weekends. If we do, it's some random duty, 24-hour shift is something you gotta do. But usually we don't work on the weekends, so that Sunday I try to recover enough for my new work week. So I think that's why I did Sundays off. Yeah, your mental focus, you want to have that prepared. If you don't have a set method how you work out, try to plan it out every time. Go online, look up some type of workouts. Try it. If it don't work for you, not because nothing in the beginning is easy, so you never give up on something. So try a workout that you research, and don't give up on it too early. See if your body can react to it, if you're doing it the proper way. But maybe that's not the workout for you. So keep looking for a type of workout that fits what your goal is. If you want to be a marathon runner, go look up workouts for those guys. If you want to be a bodybuilder, look up workouts for them. If you just want to work on your physical abilities and just a fitness that you want, look up those type of workouts. Don't go in a gym just trying to get your body more healthier and fit, and you're doing strongman type of workouts. I'm talking about you doing the craziest stuff that's not fitting your goal. You're gonna quit it. You're gonna quit real soon. So understand what your goal is for your physical, expectations. Understand what you're aiming for, and find the workout that fits that, and you'll stick with it longer than you would a workout that doesn't fit that physical goal that you're aiming for. So try to understand all of this stuff prior to stepping into a gym. One of the things that helped me out is when I started learning how to be calm when I work out. I'm real calm prior to the workout. And then right before my set start, it's weird, but I build up like this anger. Like, it's weird. I'll just pause, control my breathing, and get real calm. And then I can turn on this switch where I get like all these, I don't know, emotion, I don't know. I just find it from somewhere, and it give me like a little boost energy. It's like a evil strength booster. I don't know what to call it. But even then, in my workout, I still remain calm. I try to control my breathing. I try to feel everything in the muscle as I'm pushing or pulling. I'm trying to feel everything in the muscle, and I never like doing anything fast when I work out. It's one of the reasons why I don't like CrossFit. I like some of the exercises that they do in CrossFit, but I do it totally different. Like, let's say the pull-up. Pull-ups, I watch these guys do this little crazy swing where their body is pushing their momentum up. And I always was like, man, I ain't trying to judge it or nothing, but it goes against what I'm trying to do when I work out. So when I do pull-ups, I pull up. I don't force my body up with, I guess, like a leg swing or a jerk. I don't do none of that stuff. I pull up and I want to feel it in the muscle. And I hold it, and then I control it down. I don't want to do the swing thing. It's against what I'm trying to do. So if that works for somebody else, they could do that. But that's not what I like doing when I work out. And pull-ups are wonderful. I found a new passion for pull-ups. It's one of those exercises people run away from. They're afraid of pull-ups. And one of the main reasons why they're afraid of pull-ups is because they're not controlling their body weight. This is one of those exercises where you gotta pull your weight. You gotta pull your weight. It's a lesson in that exercise that can fit into life. You gotta pull your weight in life. That pull-up, you gotta pull your weight in that pull-up. It's almost the same. I learned life lessons from exercises and workouts. But it's crazy how you will see a guy, he can deadlift all his weight. He can squat all his weight. And as soon as he get on that pull-up bar, he might do one and he go back over to what he's comfortable with. But why would you want to get to a weight size where you can't pull your weight? You got to control your weight. I've seen some big guys do pull-ups, but those big guys was like all muscle. They had the strength to pull their 240 pounds, 250 pounds. These are solid muscular type of people who could do that. But the people that run from it, they can't pull their weight, and that's sad. It's sad. If you really want to get strong, go look at a gymnastic type of workout. Them some of the strongest people on earth. I'm talking about, I don't even call them calisthenics. I just call them some strong people. You ever seen the guys in the Olympics that be on the Olympic rings and they're holding their arms straight out on the rings that's like attached to ropes? They're doing all that crazy. Those guys are strong. Those guys and gals, them some strong people. If you want to become a stronger person, look at gymnastic workouts. Not what they do in the Olympics, but they have workouts that prep them for the Olympics. Try those workouts. If you really want to get strong, try those. Just research it. Google search gymnastic workouts, and it'll come up. That's if you want to get strong, try it. It's gonna test your limits on pulling your weight. I can promise you that. If you can't handle your weight, you might want to try that. It'll help you because it's gonna force you to go that route and to controlling your weight to where you could pull your weight. What's another thing? I eliminated a lot of workouts, a lot of exercises in my workouts because they started becoming counterproductive. They started causing injuries, and it's not because I wasn't doing them right. I've done exercises wrong where I had to correct myself, but when I started doing them correctly, I didn't really see the benefit from it. So I started finding the better ways to do it. Even like, let's say, bench press. You have a bar that puts you in a not normal position of your hands. Your hands are in an angle that could cause joint issues. So being in the Army for years, I've got a couple injuries I've gotten dealing with joint issues. And it kind of forced me into trying to find better ways to work out because I couldn't eliminate working out. I love working out. So I found a new passion for dumbbells. Dumbbells, it gave me the challenge that I was looking for, and it helped with my hand positioning to where my wrist could be at a certain angle where it's comfortable on my joints. And the benefit of dumbbells when you're doing bench press, it's individual arms. It's no balance in there. You could get so much more strength from doing individual ligament workout. Your arms. Just think on a bar. One of your arms is weaker than the other. Most people are right-handed. Usually their weaker arm is the left arm when they're right-handed, or vice versa. When your left arm gives out on a bar and is struggling, you ever notice those people that do the unbalance when they get to their weak point trying to press it up? That stronger arm pushes it up and helps. Well, guess what? That's not helping your left arm. If you want to equal out your strength, definitely on pressing, dumbbells is the way. Go the dumbbell way. You have to force the left arm to get as strong as the right arm if your right arm is your dominant arm. You can force your left arm to become as equally strong as your dominant arm. It don't have a choice. And it's like you're not going to keep pressing when that less dominant arm gives out. So now you're balancing your strength right there alone, because on a bar, you could get maybe another 2 reps out when your left arm done went out because it ain't got to give 100% to push that rep because that dominant arm is helping push it up. So with a dumbbell, when your left arm goes out, you're done with that set. You're done. And it's forcing you to balance your strength out instead of keep going and you're only benefiting from the dominant arm. So remember that. I can promise you, it's not that everybody want to look a certain way. Everybody is trying to build their body up to look a certain way. For me, when I stopped worrying about what it looked like, I started looking better. When I start working out better, finding better ways, my body started forming a sculpture. But when I cared what I looked like, it was like I wasn't gaining it because I was just going to the gym doing stuff that I thought would work. It was hurting me more, joints aching. But when I started finding better ways to work out in a safer way for my joints, that's when my body started forming its sculpture that I kind of imagined in the beginning. And it helped a lot. So that's just a couple pointers. I touched on a few things. It's more to it. I'll have other videos discussing this stuff, but this is basically a breakdown of basically getting your mind right, finding methods or ways that'll work for you. So that's pretty much it. I'll discuss other methods, other ways of doing things. I'm not a professional physical trainer, therapist. I'm not any of that. I'm only speaking from my experience. And my experience was based on me taking initiative and figuring it out on my own, understanding my body. Everybody has to do that because somebody's going to tell you their way, and their way might not work for you. You have to get that experience for yourself. This is your body. Your body isn't the same as the person you might be listening to. It might not be able to respond the same way the person that you taking advice from. So you have to take the initiative upon yourself to find what works for your body. And you have to be dedicated to that. You have to self-motivate yourself. You have to make that a habit. A habit. We all got habits. Add that habit to it. Make it a hobby. Make it fun. One of the craziest things that I like about working out, it helps me with like an adrenaline fix that I need. I done been to Iraq a few times. I done been to Afghanistan. I've had situations, near-death situations, things I can't control, and it caused an adrenaline over the years I was in the military. It caused an adrenaline in me that I got used to. And then when I would come back from those deployments, it was like that adrenaline wasn't there anymore, but my body was expecting it. So my passion for working out came from that. I could go in the gym and I could drain that adrenaline feeling out of me by working out. It was like it's a fix. It's as crazy as that sounds. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to it. That workout, I'm telling you, it's like an adrenaline fix. It drains that energy out of me that is expected. I ride motorcycles. That's another one of my adrenaline fixes. But one of the things I had to be cautious about it, because when you trying to fix that adrenaline feeling in you and you're on a bike, you'll mess around and be speeding. You'll do something stupid. And I always try to be cautious of that. But just riding a motorcycle alone, doing the speed limit, feeling the wind, looking at the sight, that's another fix. So that's why I ride motorcycles also. But yeah, find what works for you, but understand why working out is important. Don't give every day of your life, every minute, every second to working for somebody, allowing somebody to stress you out, doing everything for everybody else, and not finding no time to meet your physical demands. You have to take care of your body. Your body can't take care of itself. And the next person ain't caring to take care of your body. You have to. So remember that and implement that into your life. All right? That's all I got. Be easy.